Hello, let's do Wordle for Wednesday, July 8th. Yesterday we spun the wheel. It said to start with Xylil, unfortunately, but we are going to learn something good. Yeah, we learned two good things. Not only is there not one Y, but there's also not two Ys. And not only is there not one L, but also not two Ls. That combined with no X, I think we don't have very much left. All right. Common letters, S, T, R, N. Surprisingly, a lot of common letters left. Just not the L, so we're not doing a Saleh anagram. Like the E or something. What should we do? You know what? Oftentimes something like trace is a good one to do. So why don't we just go with trace today? All right. So it's not ER, that thankfully. We do have an E. It's not at the end. I kind of want to just stick it in the middle then. We could end in end. S is common. P is common. Maybe there's like an SP. Yeah, spend. Honestly, spend seems pretty good. We need to get letters. Common ones are more common. All right. Well, there's an E, N, and D. I don't know where they go. Do they just shift? Like, what would we end in? What would we end in with end in the middle? I mean, there's no Y, so we're not doing an ND word, like bendy. We could move these around, of course. Like we could do DEN. Or we could even end in N. But denim. Honestly, we need to find where this DEN goes, so I don't mind denim at all. Okay. When the DE turned green, I was like, I got it. No, I didn't get it. So it's demon then. It is certainly demon. All right. Well, that worked out. Trace did its job. I finally remembered that trace is a thing and is a good second word often. All right. Well, we'll see if the bot agrees or not. But first, we are going to spin the members wheel and see what tomorrow's starting word will be. It is snowy, suggested by Sonalita. So it's interesting that the ones that used to come up quite a lot, Xylil and Snowy, we got them in a row. But yeah, Sonalita's suggestion of Snowy. So if you're following along, we'll be starting with that tomorrow. And let's check with the bot. The answer was demon. And we started with Xylil. All right, so Xylo might lose in only one case, interestingly. It's this yellow, green, yellow. So it's like the Ilian Oli trap. That LLY ending trap is what it's concerned about there. Luckily, it wasn't today. And it says traps is actually the best follow-up here. Trace is not showing up as good follow-up. Maybe trace isn't good in this case. Traps. I need to remember Xylil traps. I think that happens a lot. And I always say I need to remember traps, and I never do. But anyway, trace is fine. Okay, trace would have lost on shame, vaunt, jaunt, maker, waiter, saner, spear, raider, watch, patch, judge, fiber, viper, gopher, hover, joker, rover, mount, pound, wound, spore, prose, frown, munch, and taper. So maybe not the best to do trace. All right. I did spend next. Luckily, it doesn't seem like we're in any of those cases where we might lose. Lucky. I did spend. It suggests mind, dines, dane, demon. It says demon. That's good because that's the answer. Denim as well. So I'm a little bit behind its suggestions with spend here. But spend doesn't lose. It's down to 6 words. Dane, demon, denim, dozen, endow, and widen. So I did denim, which is one of the top 5 options. Like all 5 are equally good, basically. So from denim, we get demon. All right. So it would not have gone trace. It would have gone traps. Avoid all the traps by guessing traps. And it's all gray. So we still have 165 words left. Here we're going to go mince. So if you get Xylo gray, traps gray, you can go mince after that. Why are we studying this? M, N, and E, we're down to demon or women. That's interesting. So you could get it in 4 or 5. So it could still just match what I got, coincidentally, in terms of number of guesses. All right, it starts with tails. Much better start than Xylo. With that yellow E, we go drone. And from drone, it's only demon. So that's a guaranteed 3 right there. Steel is going to have the E in a different spot. We go Dane. Dane is such a fun word. I need to remember that one. All right, Dane and then demon. So it gets a 3 for that as well. Adieu, the most common starting word. There is a D in the answer, so adieu people are happy, of course. We go drone. From drone, it's only demon. So how many did a do drone demon? Audio is going to have similar happiness because we have the D and the O. We're going to go world. Not so lucky here. It's saying that donut, a filler, is the best option here. So you can either go donut or dotty, or if you want to check if it's something that actually could be an answer, you go depot. But here it goes donut demon. Let's see if depot is not as good. So we're in one of the cases where we're going donut is better. Dotty isn't all that good. So it really depends on your luck for how many guesses it's going to be. But anyway, stare, another common starting word. Just that yellow E. We're going to go lined here. Okay, so if we were to go for one of the top possible answer, we could get it in 2. But you could also go melon in the demon. Or if you go lined, then you're down to a 1 in 3 here for demon. Otherwise, you get it in 4. So it could be 2, 3, or 4, interestingly, depending on your choices there. And then Pert tries to get it in 2. Let's see if it does today. It's a 1 in 77. It does not. It goes dense. Then it could go Dane or demon, so a 3 or a 4. And then finally, tarps is what the official bot starts with. It's all gray, so we're going to go lodge. After lodge, it's decoy or demon, so 3 or 4. All right, well, let's check with the official bot, see how people are doing today. We've got demon. All right. Beat bot. 95 skill, 30 luck. All right. Xylo, skill 10. How many start with Xylo today? 124 others. Stare, the most common follow-up. Stern, tarps. Tarps is almost like traps. No one actually went traps. Steam, stone, trace. So I'm not the only one doing trace. Do sport, store, stain. So what worked best? None of them worked very well. 2.2 from stone looks like it's the best in this case. All right. Spend gave an 82 skill. Yeah. It didn't really like spend. Well, the other bot didn't either. Denim it liked. Demon it liked. All right. Tarps, clone, women, demon. That looks a little familiar. No, lodge instead of clone, but it still ended in 4. Okay. Oh yeah, women demon was a different one. All right. 0.3 started with demon. 3.8, 35.6, 78.0, 96.0, and a rate of 99. So people aren't really losing on demon. All right. Let's check regular mode. See if the loss rate is the same or not. All right. What are people doing after Xylo? 80 others. Stare, stern, strap, steam. Some people do Xylo pizzazz. Probably a challenge of some kind. Just trace. Stake, stain, train, pound. Trace. What worked best? Amazingly not pizzazz. The 2.0s, train and proud. All right. Spend, DNM, demon. It does slate, diner, demon. That's a 0.4 starting with demon. 3.3, 28, 68.6, 91.7, 98.6. People losing on Devon and Demob or Demob, whatever that is. Just not thinking of demon, I guess. All right, well, how'd you do?